5 seconds
Now?
ago.
Now?
I said now.
Now?
I said now.
5 seconds ago.
I was waiting for it to be 3:45 that it had been like, the stream had been live for Top Screen. Hi everybody, welcome to Children of Rath. We're silly people. We're going to be playing some D&D, set in the Magic Gathering world of Dominaria.
We are?
Yeah, we are. If not, I mean, what the hell are you doing here? Go away, shoot.
Rude.
I was just hanging out with you, that's all.
I guess you could hang out with us. So, we last left off. Our amazing adventures continued into interesting territories.
And where to find them.
Maxwell and Claude once again dove deep into the Beast's lair. This time, Maxwell ran away. Claude kept investigating. And
Bravely ran away, like Sir Robin.
That's true. It was quite bravely that he ran away. You discovered that some evil dudes were plotting some stuff.
Bitches.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Yes, I started the episode as I ended the episode, crawling out a big dank hole.
Nice. And so now we resume yet an episode later, right where Claude left off, crawling out.
Well, there's some differences. It's largely the same, I will admit, but now we're all here.
Yeah, now we're all here rather than just people. Okay, Claude, you crawl your way out.
I have bad news.
Do tell.
Is there any other type?
There's 2 people down there trying to enslave the beast.
But this is pretty bad.
I believe they're from Rath.
That's worse.
One had spider legs and weird contraptions. It was able to detect me with some kind of invention it had. The other one was focused on enslaving the beast. Also, I don't know what Max exactly read in its head, but there was some weird worm things that came down from the ceiling and embedded themselves into the mouth of the creature.
They were terrifying, and they had voices to them. I could hear them with my mind.
Did they seem intelligent?
If you considered a hive mind intelligent, then yes.
Hive mind. Fascinating.
Also, the one who was trying to do the enslaving summoned some kind of creature. Multiples of it, and one grew wings, and they all grew wings.
Yikes.
I vaguely remember hearing tales about that in Rath. That those things existed underneath.
You could roll a history check, Maxwell. I'll give it that you could roll it.
I will give it a shot. I also had to load the game because I thought I did that, but apparently I didn't.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Come on, character sheet, load. Maxwell. You said it was a history check?
Yep.
Boom.
Let's see what...
Nice.
Wait, what'd I get? Damn! I'm good.
Yeah, well done.
Okay. You certainly remember stories of creatures like this. You're not sure what they were called, but as far as you know, the overlords of Rath had them enslaved. There were strange hive of creatures that it said that if one changes form, all of them then, in its presence, could change like that. And when new ones arrived, they would take on that change. The best way to describe it is they would mutate. When one would mutate, all the others would start gaining that mutation. As if they could share it. So if there is that's the closest thing to a hive mind you may have ever heard of, really.
I explain all that in a fast-forwarded fashion.
Yeah. Supposed to be some kind of, like, hive or something of them that had, like, a queen similar to an ant or a queen bee in the center of it. So, again, it was a lot of rumors and speculation because not many people who got close to the tower survived that weren't already working for the leaders of Rath.
So the beast was also sleeping under the water. There's a large watery pit in one of the caves. The two are still down there, though, as far as I know. I don't know how they entered if you guys didn't see anyone pass.
There are magics which can allow one to travel more directly. They are rarer and more difficult, but things like teleportation, they do exist.
I don't know if we want to try to deal with it. The two down there or not. The smaller one, the contraptions did mention that the beast almost successfully attacked them the last time they tried to enslave it.
But that might mean rather than a one-on-one fight, we'd be getting into a three-way fight. A beast which would be attacking everyone, and also, at most, it might make them withdraw and allow us to fight the beast, which we've already been worrying about. Tactically, I don't know if it's sound or not.
I'm just throwing it out there.
True. It might be dangerous to leave them at their doing. What the rest of you think? In this case, I would defer to you. I can share my wisdom in it, but I don't want to force any decisions.
I think any sort of direct confrontation involving that beast is inherently dangerous to an extreme degree. It's a huge risk of any kind to consider attacking it.
I was more thinking maybe trying to rouse it and then run and let them deal with it.
It's
Who's
still
to say they won't also run?
or
Maybe they do have teleportation magic and they just bounce out.
or in doing so we cause them to successfully enslave the beast.
I'm just worried if we don't interfere that they are successful and things even are worse.
Whatever we do, we have to be very careful.
I agree. We could be in danger.
When are we not?
Also,
This could be
thinking
substantially
things
more
they
danger, though.
said,
Eh,
They
I
mentioned
survived
that
getting swallowed.
they were able to detect me in my shadow form. And that I think they said something along the lines like I registered like they do.
Bad.
Agreed. Considering we've dealt with shadowy people before.
You?
I've almost been killed by like 2 of them.
There was the one on the boat and the one in Wintrish's village.
The one in the boat and the one in the village, as seemingly described, seem to be related. We cannot say that these two are necessarily related, but at least they might have a similar origin. If a pocket of these beings has become active, whether or not they're working together is beyond the point. It still means that they are dangerous and they are a new party. Perhaps
At the
seeking...
very least, they have knowledge of the shadow people.
Yes. They might be trying to take the place of the Cabal, now that the Cabal has weakened greatly. It's leaving a vacuum in the darker, more corrupt peoples. I don't know.
Time.
Nature
Come on.
abhors a vacuum.
Karen, you gotta go. Hurry. You gotta reinstate the Cabal again.
No, that's not something I want to do.
Last time she dealt with them, they tried to kidnap her.
They had good drugs, though.
They had good drugs. Max almost allowed them to kidnap me.
Yes, that is true.
Glad you're just accepting it now.
It's
all I
easier if you
can
just
do.
lean into it.
There might be something I can do in this entire case, but it would require Maxwell's help, and I would need about an hour to check something.
You need my help?
Yes, I would need your help.
Sure.
Well, not yet.
Oh.
Why don't we wait
What
here?
are you planning?
First off, I need to sense the energy flows around this area to get an idea of what kind of creature this really is. It seems to have a supernatural or magical nature to it, and must means it does drain mana from the land. I could attempt using my shamanic skills to find out what kinds it's drawing in. If that's possible, then, and only then, I could attempt to make contact with it using my shamanic powers, especially if it has a large amount of, well, green mana. It's obviously in a forest, but the problem is it's a hive mind, meaning that I would have to perhaps seek the kernel of it, where all the minds meet, and there's only one person that I know can read minds, at least decently. Maxwell.
Now I see where I can help.
Yes. We would need to go in there, and then we would need to attempt to, well, do something similar to what they are trying to do. Rather than, I'm guessing, force it into a deal, I might be able to put it into shamanic binding, similar to some of the elementals and things like my Kabu.
I see. Does that mean you're also going to accompany me if I have to go back in?
Of course, I would need to be in there. The two of us would need to go in together. This would
Maxwell
be-
just kind of looks to the side. It's just like, oh my
This
goodness.
is if it has a connection at least to green mana, since that is my specialty, and that's a big if. We can get it when it's probably calm, which I doubt it is right now with the two of them down there agitating it.
Seems fair.
And even then, this is incredibly dangerous. Especially if the smaller beings, which seemed connected to it, will try to do something. I don't even know if the bigger one would stay still, not violent, while we were attempting this. I don't know if it'd be better to try to hold it in place or what. I've never tried it with something this savage or hive mind. Things like the wolves I've made contact with. Animals are pretty easy. Elementals, as they are aspects of nature, fairly easy. Worm abominations that are hive mind creatures, I don't know if it'll actually work.
Fair. Well, we can only hope.
Well, I believe what I should do now is try to find out about it, but even so, my plan is complete. We have to think of something, especially also if those folks show up again. We should find out how long this beast has been bothering the village here. We can make an assumption that they've been working on it for a while, and maybe we should also have Maxwell go down there for another reason.
Just gonna send me back down after I crawled up with the rope, aren't you?
Oh, Maxwell, you're very useful in this case. Our two friends, maybe reading their minds wouldn't be so bad.
I hate it when I'm useful.
Mm-hmm.
I can accompany you again,
I would like that very much.
but I might need to stay back a little further since they are able to detect this form.
Come again? Hard to hear you in your shadow form.
I may need to stay back a little further because they can detect me in this form. Well, the one can.
That would be fine. As long as you're within reasonable proximity. I get scared.
At least you can play dead easily.
Yeah, I really fit in with a whole bunch of other bone buddies there, huh?
I can at least guide you down the tunnels that I know they went.
That would be good.
Is there a way that we can have Maxwell hidden?
I can make him jump.
I don't think a jumping bean's gonna help.
What if I jump onto the ceiling? They won't see me if they don't look up.
That's not how jumping works, Maxwell.
You'd have to be able to stick to the ceiling, I believe.
He's right.
Surely there was a stalactite there, no?
Are you going to hug the... You're gonna jump and hug the... That's gonna make some claim for him.
Not if I do it early, before they get there.
The
But we
ceiling,
don't know if
the ceiling was very high up.
We could try switching things around to the earlier plan, and instead of protecting you from acid, we make you fly. That way you also wouldn't have to worry about the rope. Unfortunately, you'd be flying, which is a little more conspicuous.
That's true.
Also,
Is there any way to conceal him from sight?
Because like, if you don't know how to fly,
the best I could do would be an illusion, minor illusion. I don't think that's going to help much.
Yeah, best I could do is turn the whole place dark as shit.
If you give me 8 hours, I can turn you invisible.
I can.
Well, Carrie,
let
can't
I can
you
let
also go
Jesus draw
invisible?
someone.
Oh yeah! Wait, sorry, I'm on the wrong page. I'm on like 7 different pages right now. Where the fuck is that touch of flowstone shit?
Yes, you can go invisible.
Ta-da!
Just a touch.
I can go invisible.
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 Well, is there some way you can use your invisibility on Maxwell?
That'd be handy.
I don't fucking know. I'm not smart.
Worth a shot.
You are smart. You're probably the smartest here.
I'm
Hey!
no, that's Cass.
Next to Kaz.
Cass is the smartest one here. Carrie is, I think, second.
As the smartest one here, it should probably work. You just need to figure out how to channel it differently than being internal into external.
Make him shiny bones.
No, we kind of want the opposite of that.
Yeah, the opposite of the shiny bones.
We want invisible bones.
Inconspicuous bones.
Well, how much
Well-
of how much of Maxwell really needs to be visible?
Are you saying I need to just carry his head?
Yeah,
Can I
Max,
just detach his head from his body and carry him down there?
That
no,
wasn't
that
my
is actually a
suggestion.
question. Maxwell, is it possible to detach your head while still maintaining functionality?
It's all
No?
one piece.
All
The
right.
head doesn't
What?
come off.
I
Worth
was
consideration.
technically implying something else entirely that you've suggested in the past, and I'm surprised none of you have jumped on it so
Put
far.
him in the bag of holding and just have his head sticking
Put
out.
him in the fucking bag.
Put him in the bag.
Gary has
You
an
want-
invisible bag of holding, and then he just this Maxwell head pops out.
You want me to put Maxwell in a bag of holding and carry him down while invisible? I fucking love this plan.
And then you could, so flying, and then Carrie's flying. So
Mhm.
then you have a flying invisible bag of holding with Maxwell stuff.
Mhm.
Tell you what, let me get out my personal project so that there's more room. Put the ladder right there at the edge so you can be, climbing in easily.
Mhm.
And then you can just hide in the bag while Katie turns invisible and flies on down there.
I won't get crushed by any pressure.
No, it's the
No, that's not
heaviest
how it works.
thing won't be in the bag anyway, so
Can the bag break?
not easily.
Also,
I mean, technically yes, and it would in fact throw you into a different dimension, but I mean, it's not an easy break.
Can a giant monster break it?
No, well, probably not.
Who's holding it? Who's holding the bag?
Carry it.
Me?
Oh, wait, right now, me. I have it always.
Well, who's going to be holding it in the event that we go in there?
Me. The one that can turn invisible and fly both.
I walk up to her. I put my hand on her shoulder. I'm so sorry for everything I've done to you. Please don't do anything mean.
Also, I'm going to do this. I solidify and become silver goo.
Mhm.
Gross.
Because then I have a climb speed of 60 feet and I can just climb on the ceiling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they
you're-
won't be able to detect me with the shadow detector.
Also,
What?
you're reflective, and it's very dark down there, and it's hard to see dark. It's hard to see reflective things in the dark.
Yes. And I get blind sight for 60 feet.
That's good.
Ah, foggers.
And I'm
Why?
also resistant to acid
Even
in
better.
that form.
Sweet.
Actually, I'm normally resistant to acid, actually. Never mind. But it doesn't matter. But still, yeah. I'm going to go be silver goo now.
Okay. So you're heading down there, to, I guess, like in front of them as they're going down. That's the
Yeah,
this,
I'll
this,
kind of
this is the
wave
plan,
some
right?
goo at them to follow me and start
Mhm.
oozing down the hole.
I take
That
the
sounds
big.
so horrible.
I take the robot out of the bag, and I just hold it open for Maxwell to climb inside.
Mm-hmm.
I reluctantly go in. Wow. It's really cosmic in here.
It's technically a pocket dimension.
Can I hear from in there?
When
Yeah,
the
as long as the
when
lid's
the,
open.
when the hole's open, yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, as long as it's open.
When it's open, yeah.
Just, the ladder works when it's closed, right?
He said
Yes.
there's a latch.
I put the latch in there.
Oh, okay, good. I'll be here for a while.
And you don't need to breathe, so it's fine.
That's good. Never been happier to not breathe.
Follow the slushing ooze. Follow the slushing
Follow-
ooze.
Follow the ooze while going invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to state for the record now I am currently invisible.
Okay. Follow them.
I will kill all of you if you make one reference to Wizard of Oz.
Hey, I ain't saying shit.
Well, that's because you live here now.
Yeah, it's true, and it
The
sucks.
Wizard of Ooze.
It's that, and now we're also the supernatural town.
Am I the Tin Man?
I'll kill you.
Since I'm
No,
silver ooze?
again, I took the robot out.
All right, yeah, Carrie. So you got an hour as long as you don't do anything that would break the effect of being invisible. So you got some time.
We got time. We're good. We're fine.
Once again, you head down into the lair of the beast. This time, 3 of you. Maxwell hidden in a bag of holding. It's unusual in the bag of holding because it's a Nexus void that's been like. It looks as though like a small workshop area has been cobbled together with like pieces of floating junk that you're not sure how it's attached together, you know, because everything outside of it is like an endless void of floatingness. Also, things just tend to float anyway because gravity doesn't really exist.
Can I just point one thing out? Every time Claude goes down the hole, there's another person coming with him.
Mm-hmm.
First himself, then Max, now Max and Carrie.
Everything.
Yeah, we're slowly getting more and more people down the hole.
A lot of people hanging there.
Everyone down the hole.
Ducky, go down the hole.
Can't remember where that was from. Anyway.
Tiny Toons.
Okay. So, now, Carrie, you can get a sight of this horrible cavern of death, as the floor is littered with all kinds of bones. Probably like a couple feet of bone that are just like on the ground there. They're just like piled together. With one particularly larger pile that seems to be the vomit pile.
Yuck.
Gross.
Yeah, fortunately you didn't get to join in that.
That's
Oh
good.
yeah, you got
Oh, yeah.
swallowed.
I did kind of fly
You got
into it. now that one
bored
thing.
by the snake.
I'll murder you.
Well, Max got to become part of it for a short time.
Mm-hmm. The vomit bones. Yeah, he hung out with them. It was a good time. Good time.
I'll keep slurping down the tunnels I knew how I found them.
Mm-hmm. You'll follow behind Claude. Claude, how close are you getting to where they were?
How far away can I stay and be able to? Well, I can only see within 60 feet, so I would get within 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm staying towards the ceiling. I would have let them know, you know, stay back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, probably follow me about another 20 feet.
Got it. The two will still be where they were, where you left them. The one seems to be continuing to do what it was doing before, with the two creatures kind of circling the beast. And the other one just seems to be kind of impatient and tapping some things on some strange devices.
I am going to go completely still and stay as flat into the ceiling as I can.
Okay. Alright. What are you doing, Carrie?
Following directions.
Okay.
I'm here as a personal
Shield.
Maxwell Carter.
Mhm.
You can open the bag and let him know that
Let him
we're where we
breathe.
want to be.
Fresh air.
He doesn't,
He doesn't
need
need to breathe.
Oh, you know.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't need to breathe. He's
What is
fine.
it? What
He's
is
bone.
what is the range of detect thoughts? That is a question.
Okay,
I'm gonna find that out right now.
because I don't know that myself.
my
Trying to find
helm- What the
You have to be
hell?
30 feet away.
Oh god.
That's kind of close.
That is close.
You have to be up their butt and staring out a bag of holding at them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what we're doing, I guess.
Okay.
So all of a sudden a head pops out of a bag.
Mm-hmm.
A skull.
I can't do it from within the bag?
You can do it from within the bag, probably.
If Carrie like puts the entrance to it, so then it's like a weird nexus hole with a skull inside of it rather than outside. All right, which one are you trying to read? There's two
what
of
were the
them.
candidates that were here?
There's some kind of bloated thing that looks a little goblinoid, with like mechanical spider legs as its lower body. And then there is this larger creature that's probably like stands like 8 or 9 feet tall, that has kind of grayish skin, looks vaguely human, with this kind of like appendage coming out of its back.
Give me the goblin.
Okay.
Did we sleep since the last time we were here? Or did we just jump right back into it?
You just jump right back into it.
All right. So I'm still down one of my things for the free detect thoughts.
Yeah, let me check.
Yes. Because you had detected the beast.
But
I
you
still
have like
have 2 more
4 of
freebies.
those, right?
Yeah, I got 2 more freebies after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the only way I could do it is to go to giant form where I get a helmet telepathy.
And maybe don't.
Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah, the first thoughts you have are like, let's see here, let me just see what kind
I
of
think
things
you
you
just
would
get
get.
surface thought.
Yep. The thoughts are like, this is boring, Fool's gonna piss it off again, I have better things to do, you know, basic surface thoughts like that. You
Should I
smell
go
something?
deeper?
I
Mads,
smell
what do you
something.
think? Should I go deeper?
Something new. Wonder if it ate someone.
Probably not.
What?
No.
Probably not.
You can also shift to the other one.
Yeah. That costs an additional point, right?
You initially learn the surface thoughts. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper.
So that's handy. Yeah, let me see what Krungus is thinking for this level. Krungus, yeah.
That's his name now. I don't know what his actual name is, but in my mind, he is now forever Krungus.
The hell is the Krungus?
I don't know.
It's like one of those nonsense where it's like Chungo or Big Chungus.
Chongo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is something unusual because it's like you've already like touched the weird chaotic mind before. Where there was chaos, this is seemingly order, as if 1,000 voices at once spoke out, with one louder voice in the center of it, and the thought is, who is there?
Boy, you best skedaddle.
I smell it. It's so close. Something else is here too. The spider leg guy is kind of like looking around, as he's like, "What are you doing, Carrie?"
I'm gonna try something that I've never actually tried before. Reach out to Max and be like, "Hey, should we leave? Should we go?"
Probably. This seems scary.
All right, fucking bolting out of there.
Mm-hmm. As like you quickly see him turn around and look. Claude, you can hear the other one say, "Something is close."
I'm just going to stay still for the moment.
Yes, someone's hiding. We're being watched. A rival? But who would be? They're gone now. The little item they were using to hide from me. Took it with them. I could smell it. It was delicious. Oh, I love to track down and steal someone's artifice from their cold, bleeding hands. And then maybe keep their hands. A delicious snack.
You're gonna have to fucking catch these hands.
We should disengage. This is not going well. And if another is trying to read us, our mind is not easy to read. They are still nearby. I can't tell where. But they touched us. Perhaps we should follow them then, as far as we can go. Should I prepare something? No. I will prepare something. Let us let this beast rest. You'll see the big one kind of withdraw. The two creatures come back to him. Good. Now rest. He kind of touches each one of them, and they just kind of like, almost as if, like, you know, he almost absorbs them into his body. And, you know, like, the things that he gained from them kind of disappear.
Lovely.
The large worm creature now kind of disengages and splashes back down into the water, disappearing out of sight. Are you sure I haven't sent anything out? No, I will send a hunter. Not fun. At least let me send some of my thopters with you. You see him kind of like make a motion again, and a new beast will kind of show up. This one looks like animalistic, almost, as if it's like a cross between himself, that thing, the earlier things that were a lot more hard to say, maybe like primitive, more like vermin-y, and like maybe like a wolf or a lion. So it's like some other kind of like creature, very different than the others.
Oh boy. I'm gonna hang here for a little bit more.
The creature starts bounding off.
The way they went.
As far as you know, if they're gone, you don't even know if they're gone. You can't see them.
Yeah, true.
So
the way we came is what I meant.
As far as you know, yes, it's going out of sight very quickly.
I'm gonna slosh then. I'm gonna start sloshing after.
Something else that I haven't smelled in a long time. Wonder what it is. Alright, they're out of sound. The creature is going at pretty high speed, kind of sniffing around.
My climb is 60 feet.
Yep. What are you with Maxwell doing? And have you closed up the bag, or are you leaving it open?
Hey, Max, you want me to close up the bag?
Are we still in this place?
I thought you were heading for the exit.
We're heading out. We're heading back to the others.
I'll stay in here for a bit.
I just mean, do you want me to close the bag, drop you back in there, keep the bag open?
You want to be able to look out, basically.
No, I'll stay in the safety of it. I'm good.
Okay.
All right, I close the bag up.
All right.
And I just keep playing my music in the ether.
At least that way we can't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a void.
I just mean, like, that way, you know, the other people can't hear music coming from a random bag with a skull in it.
All right. All of you will manage to eventually exit. That thing was seemingly like, at a point in time, it seemed to stop up and kind of like be sniffing around, as if it's trying to track something. And it's working at that. So it's seemingly taking its time to do that, as far as you can tell. You've seen tracking, and tracking isn't quick necessarily, and it seems like, so it seems to be kind of like sniffing around, and when it hits the main cavern.
Okay, I will wait till well, I don't know if they've left yet, so I will just slop back out of the hole.
Yeah.
And can I speak in silver form?
You can if you know, when you are actually in a physical, like when you attempt to like take a humanoid form in your silver form, rather than using your amorphousness.
Gotcha. So I can stay in the silver form and still.
But it kind of
that's
like has like
more
a.
what I-
It kind of sounds a little bit like you don't see where the voice is coming from. It's just coming from you, and it sounds a little bit
Right.
like a very simple voice of yours. Except it's also got this background of almost like metal against metal. It's kind of got a weird like high pitched like squeechiness to it.
Well, I will slop up the hole and at least get to the others and warn them about the creature that's tracking now.
Carrie, you'll arrive probably around the same time. Maybe like a little earlier. What would you have done? You've got like a round or two earlier. You're still invisible. Maxwell's still in the bag. Matt's freeze up.
Yeah, I think Matt's might be a little frozen.
Oh no!
Not like
Yeah,
this.
she hasn't blinked.
See, I was gonna make a joke about Carrie dying and just leaving a Maxwell bag just stuck in the cavern hole for eternity.
Oh no.
I mean, you could.
I mean, look, Kaz would have come back and gotten it. Or sent Claude too.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
would've
can't let
gone.
my bag down there.
Can't leave
Especially
your
since-
buddy down there either.
Especially since
Yeah.
he wants to cut off your hands and eat them.
I'd rather not have my hands cut off. I mean, I'm planning on replacing one of them anyway,
Mhm.
but I
You
still
don't
have
want
a
him
lot
to
of
eat
level.
your
Oh.
hands.
There she went.
He's probably restarting.
Mm-hmm. We'll
I still
say,
got like 7 levels before I can replace my hand. So
would you want to leave the bag once you arrive, Maxwell? You probably would want to tell them what you had seen.
Yes, I do that.
Okay. Upon leaving the bag, you will hear in the back of your mind a voice that says, "Where have you gone?"
I look around frantically. I'm like, did you hear that?
no,
So, I probed something's mind earlier. I don't think it liked that,
You
Hmm.
probed our
and I
minds.
swear I heard it.
We shall probe yours.
My mind's being probed. My mind's being probed. My mind's being probed.
okay, go back in the bag.
Okay, I do that.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Please make a wisdom save before you do.
Wisdom. Oh no, I have to defend against this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my
Uh-oh.
wisdom's a saving throw.
Saving throw, yeah.
Oh, mine's trash. Oh.
Oh boy.
I'm not a wise guy.
Dave.
Uh-huh.
In the bag.
In the bag.
Bag.
In the bag.
Go in the
Bag.
bag.
Uh-huh.
Playing music to the end of eternity.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
I want out of the bag. I need a hug.
No, put the robot in there and you can hug the robot.
No, I want to hang out with you.
I can crawl in the bag if you really want. I don't need to
You
breathe.
can't
either.
breathe. You don't need to breathe.
No,
Okay, you and me are in the bag then.
we're undead buddies.
Fair.
But first, I need to warn them that there's a monster might be coming up the hole.
Should we
Oh shit!
should we withdraw? Or
Can you? Is it? Could you close the hole at least temporarily? Just like put some rocks over the hole to cover our escape.
let me check something here.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys is it seems like they're also going to be leaving.
Good. On the board. I support that decision of theirs.
For now. They didn't like being spied on.
Who would?
And the weird goblin guy can smell people.
Smell people
Yeah.
how?
Well, he could. I think he smelled Carrie. And even when they left, he was able to smell me in my metal form.
Claude, I don't think you have a scent in your metaphor.
He said it smelled like something he knew before.
Oh. There was something I should remember about this. Damn. I was gonna roll a d20 and see if he remembers. No. Ah. What kind of creature was he?
Some kind of goblin, it appeared.
Catherine, do you know of a few different groups of goblins?
Sure, there's a good portion spread all over Dominaria.
I can't remember, but there was some strange things about the goblins that originally came from Rath during the overlay.
Oh, the big fucking ones. The Mog?
Yes.
I think I technically am descended from them. I don't know. I didn't pay attention when I was learning my family history because I fucking hate my family.
That sounds about right. I do think a large group of the remainder ones settled upon Shiv, but they're...
They were made, apparently, from what I remember. They're from Rath, you're right about that, and they're big and strong and comparable, sometimes lesser intelligence, I want to say. I might be wrong about that part. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know
made
too
them
much.
Very dangerous, according to some of the old history stories. But I can't
Yeah,
remember
I
what it is.
can agree with.
I think he is maybe an artificer like you.
Oh, that's not good. I mean, there's no artificers like me. I'm fucking incredible. But that's still not good.
Does any of this ring anything with anything I can remember from my
Kaz could
creation?
roll a history check if you wanted to, and you probably could
real-
too, Claude.
Okay. Let's see. Who?
Okay, Claude, talking about this, you remember something. You remember because, again, you can remember the time after that you and Max were still on Rath before the overlay. It was only a number of years. It wasn't a long period of time, but you do remember the two of you, learning, and, Maxwell trying to regain his semblance of life by, telling you stories and stuff and things that he knew. Trying to educate you because you didn't have a semblance of who you were, and you were just, a jumble of, all these different memories trying to become a person.
Right.
While he was helping you for that first, maybe, decade. You remember something from that time. Maxwell, talking about the Mogs. Rumors had it that they could sniff out magic.
I'm going to relay that. I remember something from my early days. Something Max was telling me about. The Mogs could sniff out magic.
That's not good. We're fucking full of magic.
Ah, that's it! They could hunt artifice.
Oh no! I do a lot of that.
Yes, that was the advantage, is that if anybody would create anything of danger in the place, they could sniff it out and return it to the tower, to the Evancause. They were the bloodhounds for danger. He must have sniffed out your bag.
That could be useful, actually.
And my very nature is magical.
Yes.
True.
You are effectively made up of an incredible amount of incredibly tiny artifice machines that have made themselves into a being known as Claude, which is in itself incredibly weird and fascinating.
So that's okay.
I guess that means you're kind of like a hive mind too. That's kind
Well,
of
that's
weird.
fun.
Well,
Claude's a bee?
if you think about it, I have many different people in me.
Claude's a bee?
Well,
So
shall
I
we
guess it
escape
makes me
from
a
here?
double hive mind.
I believe we should probably leave. If they are looking out for us, it means there's... I'd rather not
There
get in a
could be
fight.
danger coming, yes.
We don't know how dangerous they are. It's obviously if they can survive a battle of these things, they're at least comparable to the lot of us, if not more powerful. Which means we should be on our guard. And if they can create or send minions after us, that's even more dangerous.
Yes.
And I fear that a large-scale battle would bring about our friend down below. Everyone in agreement? Withdraw for now?
Yes, no, that makes sense.
Alright.
Are we keeping Maxwell in the bag until we get back to the village or something?
I'm fairly certain he connected in with whatever mind of what it is, and if it's able to still read him, well, that's very disturbing.
Well, maybe at more distance will help.
Okay. You'll head back to the village, and we'll take our first break here. As you head
Dump
back
a
to the
Max out of a bag.
Yeah.
And then dump Max out of a bag.
So if you need
Max in a bag.
Max in the bag. So if you need a drink, snack, bathroom break, anything like that, go ahead and do it. We'll be back in a little bit. Now, hey everybody, welcome back. So you arrive back at town. Safely. It's been a stressful few hours of excitement. Maxwell has seen some shit, heard
And
some
a lot of
lines.
hope bagging.
Mm-hmm. But he's back, and he's okay, theoretically.
Theoretically, I don't believe you.
Is there anyone in your head, Max?
Is there anyone in my head?
Yeah.
I think I learned my lesson about mind probing. I'm still going to
now
do it
you did.
again, but it terrifies me to no end. I think a certain weird creature, gobbledygook, tried to look into it. Wasn't it like the
guy with the
short
third
one
arm.
that I saw?
It was the guy who had the extra appendage coming out of his back or something, right?
Yeah, the 9-foot tall guy.
It's terrible.
Now you know what it feels like.
I know, and it's very disconcerting.
Are you still in the bag?
My
I
head's
think
just
we
like
jumped him
peeking
out.
out during this, yeah. I get out of the bag finally.
Mm-hmm.
You came out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, naked skeleton.
Mom,
Unless you wait, actually, your clothes were in the bag. Did you put them back on?
Yeah, your clothes were in the bag.
Did he had to go look for them.
They were floating around.
Yeah, they're just floating around.
Your family robes.
Are you dressed, Max?
He's non-responsive.
Max?
Hey,
Huh?
Are you dressed?
Am I what?
dress.
Your clothes were in
Your
the
clothes were
bag.
in the bag.
Did you put it on your face?
Oh, they were. No, they're not wet. Why would they be
No,
wet?
so
Did you put them on?
Yeah, I put them on. Yeah, sorry. Getting mind probe does things to you.
Mhm.
Was my role playing convincing?
Yes. Well, what's the plan?
Never go back in there again. Let this town figure out its own problems because this is clearly too much for a group of ragtag adventurers. And
I'll kill you.
let's get Nim to his destination.
I'll kill
Nope.
you.
We can't
Let's
just
not
leave
instead
Eddie's
either.
hometown.
And I think they could be part of the same group that's after us anyway. Do we really want them with a giant monster on their side?
No, I mean, You said they were thinking of leaving anyway.
Well, temporarily, because they were being spied on.
Oh,
I
temporary.
think they're going to come back.
Yep, by us. There's that part too.
Just don't make me go in that cave again.
Also, they can smell your stuff, Kaz.
Yeah, which sucks. Although we could use that to our advantage. We could use that to, like, lead them somewhere and then, I don't know, push them off a cliff or something. I know this is the plains and there aren't cliffs to push them off of, but...
Question.
We could find a rather large tree and then make them laugh.
Yeah, Maxwell, you know how to do that.
I can
Certainly
become
do.
a rather large treant.
So we put them on top of Claude and have Maxwell make them laugh.
So then they fall off of Claude. Genius.
Anything's viable.
I do have a question for you, Kaz.
Yeah.
The necklace you wear,
What about it?
is that artifice as well?
It's like part of one really, really big artifice.
Well, I'm just worried about that considering they have someone who smells it, and the first guy we ran into tried to steal it.
Yeah, how'd that go for him? We, pretty bad. We picked his whole shit.
But that means we have at least two groups that might be after what you have.
They're not... It's a fair concern. They'll have to pry it off my cold dead corpse.
Understood, just pointing it out.
And if it honestly came to it, I would rather put it in the bag of holding, break the bag of holding, send it to a different plane than let them have it. I'm not about to just give it up. No, I really don't want them to have it. I don't know who they are, but if I can't have it and use it, no one can have it and use it.
Can I have it and use it?
No.
No.
Can I borrow it and slightly use it?
No.
Could I trade it for drugs?
No. And
No.
here's, I'll tell you why for that one.
Can I use it as an instrument?
Definitely not. It's a gear. It's not going to work as an instrument. What I will use it for is to build an incredibly powerful airship that can then be used to transport way more drugs you could ever trade it for.
But it's just
Alright, valid.
gear. What's a gear gonna?
It's the heart gear.
I don't know. But if it'll give me more drugs, I agree.
I promise, when you make me the leader of your air navy, I will get you as many drugs as you need.
That's assuming that I'm going to have an air navy in the first place. You have to
And
create
you
the air
will.
navy.
I will.
He's already the captain of it.
Admiral.
Already the captain, you know?
I mean, an air navy would be quite an impressive feat of military.
Does that mean you get a bigger feather in your hat?
He
I
gets 2 feathers.
I don't. It gets to the point where I don't even need feathers in my cap. I give
It's
other
just that
people
good.
feathers to put in their cap.
Oh.
You just have feathers in your hair. Do you have hair? I forgot.
I have hair.
Does-
It's
does that mean
kind
that
of
you have,
all over
like,
the place and
a
burnt in
quiver
parts, but I have
full
hair.
of hat feathers that you give out? Kind of like
Pretty
shoot
much.
at people?
If I wanted to, I could. I'm the goddamn admiral.
You're not an admiral yet.
I'm an admiral in all but actuality.
He's basically.
You don't even have the ship yet.
No, but I have the potential to have the ship.
You need at least multiple
means
ships
you're not a
before
fucking
you can
admiral.
become an
You're
admiral.
also like already the queen, so.
King, excuse you, and also no.
I assume I'm the court jester of this ship?
But you're not allowed in the. You're not allowed.
Look, once I have my ship all built properly, I will have positions on the crew for all of you. I already have an idea for the helmsperson, and it will be this robot I've been carrying around for a while. I will just have it physically integrated into the ship to serve as the ultimate helmsman.
I'm not.
Harry, you can be
comfortable
first
with
mate.
Automatic drivers.
Okay, how am I going to be first mate and king?
It's a side gig.
One thing. want to take like a break.
Well, I am trying to make a harem of people who will run the country for me, so there is that.
True.
Ah, she's agreeing. She's agreeing to run the country.
Not agreeing to shit!
Write that down. Write that down.
It's the possible way to maybe lead the country is via harem.
Is via a harem of beautiful women who will also sleep with me on occasion.
Smart
Yes.
people. We don't want dumb people.
Because it's good to be the king.
It is very good to be king.
But can you just not wait to be king?
So,
Went off on a whole tangent there!
yes. As much as I like you discussing your geopolitical aspirations in the future, we probably should worry about the current issues at hand.
Fuck current issues.
The current issues are immediately putting your family in danger.
I say
Maybe
we
not
should go
fuck those
back-
current issues.
Yeah.
Then maybe we should go back tomorrow. It seems to sleep during the day.
Yes. We could attempt, to once again see if we could beat them to the punch. But I also worry that we'll have to keep an eye out, as, if our presence has become known, well, we're in more danger than we were before.
I can keep scouting around while you guys deal with stuff.
Well, here's
Maybe I can try to lure them.
if it senses artifice, we could go down there with limited artifice, and I could have the homunculus, which is pure artifice, go somewhere else to lead them off our trail.
True?
Either way, I'll come down the hole with you again.
You just really like going down that hole, don't you?
Oh, it's my favorite.
You know, I could tell.
In fact, I might just make that hole my home.
You might want to liven it up. Maybe some curtains. Wait, there's no windows. I think you could have curtains on walls.
You could also have curtains on the opening.
Yeah. Have some curtains. Add some artwork or two. Maybe hang a skull up. That'd be cool.
I look at Max.
Hang Maxwell up, you know. Maxwell could be an ornament.
Oh, goody.
A singing one.
Maxwell becomes one of those singing bass fish.
I'm
Well,
Uh,
Max
what-
can make any
What's the
tune that he
button to make him
wishes.
play? What's the button to make him play?
His tongue?
Nah.
Oh, gosh.
Press the tongue.
Press the tongue, get a song.
Sounds about
Well, he
right.
can, and he can make any instrument he wants, so.
Yeah. So, you're just gonna rest for the evening?
I think that's probably a good idea.
Alright.
Well,
Also,
waitress.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. I was thinking.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
What are you gonna
I'm-
suggest jumping again?
No, I was about to say. Well, Waitress had a very exciting, fun-filled adventure day of doing a whole bunch of nothing.
This is accurate.
So she's just gonna brood in a corner.
Mm-hmm.
She had
That's good.
nothing useful to do.
Yeah.
She's sad. She's like, I just want to help people jump. Let us know when you want to jump. It was fun when I did it.
You can make me jump tomorrow. How's that? I'll be jumping ooze.
Okay.
We might also want to consider. Nim knows what spells he's going to need. Is there anything that Kaz would be helpful to assist with?
Oh, let me look. I just have I can only have so many prepared.
Can you prepare something to make at least maybe Max invisible or something? He might be more comfortable using his thoughts that way.
Sure. Maxwell, I can make you invisible.
That'd be nice. I like that. We still have to deal with those freaks of nature, don't we?
Yeah, I can't help with that until they get like within sight, and then I'll fuck them up. But until then,
If they're there tomorrow, they might not be. They weren't there the first time they went down.
Well, let's get some rest, and I believe we'll have to worry about this in the morning. Then. Eh?
I don't know about anyone else. I could use a good drink.
Perhaps that wouldn't be
I could
bad.
use several.
I could always use a drink.
And also some more drugs.
Yeah,
Maybe the
would
drugs
also
should
not say
be-
no to that.
we should hold off until we defeat this thing, and that'll be a celebratory prize.
What, my drugs? You realize I take my drugs like every day, right? Like
I
I'm
also have-
always high as shit.
I also have more plans for possible things to add to the town's defense. But some drink would help get the ideas flowing.
And maybe your male friends will be there to.
Well, I
get
can only
bounce
hope.
ideas off of.
What were their names? Biff and Cliff? Right? That was the name of the two buff twins?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Your himbos.
Except they were pretty smart.
Oh, they're quite intelligent for their muscle size. Oh.
Ah!
Well,
Yeah.
they exercise all their muscles, including their brain.
It's important to exercise even the brain muscles for maximum usage. Ugh. I'm attempting to learn a new language, while Cliff is attempting to learn a musical instrument. Ugh.
I'm just content to watch.
Drums! Ugh.
Oh my god.
No, the ordnance.
Jordan.
Ordinate.
Anyway, so there'll be drinkings, libations, relaxing for the night, and things will attempt to calm down after a busy day. Somewhere deep in the night, though, Maxwell, as you're just kind of relaxing in the evening and just, alone with your own thoughts, you hear something. Maxwell.
I hear something
You're alone at this point in time.
in my room.
Yeah. Well, you're probably in the group room with everybody else, but they're all like asleep or rest. Claude's even in his meditative state.
I follow the sound.
Okay. Seems to be coming from outside.
How far outside?
You don't know?
Follow the sound
Alright,
again.
you'll head outside. You will see a ghostly figure of a blonde-haired human woman floating in the air outside the tavern.
Doth my eyes deceiveth me? Is this the phantasm my friends alluded to? Does it say anything?
Come closer, Maxwell.
I step away.
Don't you remember me?
Should I roll history? I actually don't know this.
Sure.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
The person seems familiar, but you just can't place where you remember them at all.
You seem somewhat familiar. Can you give me a name?
You should remember what we had, Maxwell.
How do I know you're not an apparition made by that foul mind reader?
Come now,
I ain't gonna
Maxwell.
call.
Don't you miss me after all these hundreds of years?
How can I miss that which I don't remember?
It really is a shame. A voice will be behind you.
Hi there.
The large creature you saw earlier is now standing behind you.
Is he close?
Like, literally right behind you.
Polymorph.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly. I
Your
know he's gonna
magic
hurt
doesn't
me.
do anything.
I burned a spell slot for nothing?
He's not actually there. He's probably in your mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I thought he said you. Wait, is he behind me or not?
He physically seems like he's standing behind you.
I tumble back towards the inn.
He's in between you and the inn, so you're going around him.
Is he like tangible?
You don't know. You haven't tried to touch him or anything.
Well, I thought I just tried to polymorph him.
Okay. Yeah, your spell just didn't work is what I said.
Ah.
Like, you don't have
He
magic.
might have an anti-magic thing. Okay. Or he succeeded on his saving throw.
All right. I tried tumbling toward the inn, or like sliding underneath him.
Mm-hmm. Come now. Don't run. And then you will hear, like, thousands of voices. We have all heard you.
What do you want from me?
Surrender. If you bring the gear, you will all be spared. I have
don't
no
understand.
real need of it. An old deal I made means that I require to give it to someone. A favor.
What do they want with the gear?
It is none of my concern. It is none of... And you'll hear the voices all again. Our concern. My legion must continue to exist. Hunted, hated, murdered. Your kind would have snuffed us out. I smell it on you. Your mind is fractured, but I can probe deep into the secrets you've even hidden from yourself. The woman, your dead wife. You've forgotten her. So sad. I am Legion. I am 1,000 minds in 1,000 bodies. And you are just one pitiful mind which attempted to burrow into us. I've kept this connection open. For now.
One mind or not, you have to respect my bravery for trying.
Bravery. Perhaps. Foolishness. Most likely.
Well, if it's all the same with you, I didn't wish you any harm to begin with.
No. I have seen inside you. You are broken. And that is why I have given you this chance. The forces you mess with, whatever plans your friends may make, will fail. I do not wish to fight, but I will, if need be.
Who was this again? You said this was Legion. Is this the Beast?
This is the Beast guy, yeah.
The guy with the tall guy with the arm.
Oh, I thought it was the Serpent.
No.
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 Okay.
Basically, he is a hive mind too, but he is the like, think of him like the Borg Queen. Like, he is the center of a hive mind and controls the hive mind.
I see. What makes you so confident that we'll fail?
Because there are forces in play beyond what you have imagined. I must maintain my deal. An old deal of blood. Beyond that, I have no attachment to what may come. I have no wish for you or your friends to meet death. I have not told them of you yet. That is how you know my words are honest.
Personally, I don't have any attachment to the gear, but my friend does. Shouldn't you seek to talk to him about that?
I talk with you. Our minds are connected. You are touching Legion, the Hive.
Tell you what, I'll relay the message. How about that? Seems fair, because you don't really wish me any harm and I don't wish any for you.
One night from now, one day, I will speak again. I will keep the connection open until then, at very least. You will not see us this next day, but be warned, things are in motion. And if you do not take my deal, more danger and death may come upon you and those you care about. I have seen the blind eternities. I have seen my kind across 1,000 worlds and touched them. Hunted, driven to extinction in places. It is maddening when one's mind can reach so far. And I will protect my legion, my hive, no matter what it takes.
Why was your kind driven to extinction?
We breed and overtake. We are the pinnacle. Where it is needed, we evolve. We change. My form
That's not-
is itself a pinnacle, mimicking man, mortal, child of a queen, a king born in a form alien to his own brothers and sisters. That is both my burden and my gift. You, a poor being, twisted, are the predecessor of my ancient, of the bloods before the blood. plan that left you broken and twisted. Merely one small fraction of a soul. I pity you more than you ever know, and hate you more than I ever know, because I smell on you the persecution. But that is enough for tonight. I've given you my words, my warning. I might be able to hold off what I know, but I cannot hold off that they know someone is watching. And my work, as much as it is helpful to my old swearing, will be completed.
I see. Well, I'll relay the message.
Very good. You snap out of it and you're still sitting in the common room. It's almost as if you were dreaming, but you don't sleep.
I just I look at my hands.
Yeah.
I take off the glove for a second, and I see that it's still bone, and I roll it back up, disappointed.
Yeah.
And everyone else is taking a nap.
Everyone's still asleep. I mean, Claude's in his he looks like he's dead. I just picture Claude when he's asleep, just he keeps his eyes open and like the mouth open as if he's in a death like a.
Oh my god, I'm mummified.
he just looks like he horribly died or something every time he falls asleep.
It's like he reverts into a stance that one of his souls died in.
Yeah.
Sometimes he wakes up upside down with his head rolling around the floor.
Uh-huh.
Is my magic slot still gone from that?
No, you didn't use it at all.
Oh,
it was all in
okay.
your head.
It was all in your head.
I wasn't sure how that would work. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, no, it was all in your head.
Okay. I look at Kazran and I kind of give a little tap on the shoulder.
Man.
Kazran.
Man. What?
Kazran, wake up.
What? Fuck, what? What?
That gear you have, what is it exactly?
According to the identify spell that I cast and the research that I did, it's none of your fucking business.
Actually, I think it's all of our business. Apparently that thing is a lot more important than you're letting on to us, and I think we deserve to know.
Alright.
I'll make you coffee, how about that?
You fucking better, because it's too early for this shit, but alright.
Okay.
Do I hear them?
Of course you hear them! You don't even roll a perception. You don't actually sleep, you meditate.
I know.
You're just huh? Out of your death state.
Look over. What's going on?
Claude, come with us.
Being bothered.
Okay. Is there a kitchen we can go to make coffee?
We're in an inn.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay. Is it is it free packets for us to make our own?
No.
This is a shitty inn, not
We're
A
not.
Best
They
Western.
probably don't have actual coffee. They
Oh, we're
probably
headed
have...
Best Western.
No, you probably have maybe maybe something
Yeah.
that's akin to coffee that's some
And it's
kind of
probably loose tea that you have to actually.
yeah, or some kind of as I said, something akin to a coffee that's some kind of hard, just very rough plant that you can use to make a kind of version of coffee. It's just
It's dirt.
Okay, well,
I'm
whatever. I
doing
start
work.
making that for Kazran. So, I don't know if you know this, but myself and Carrion encountered two very strange characters down there.
Mm-hmm.
I read the minds of
Yes.
I read the minds of both of them, and apparently, one of them spoke to me in what I thought was real, but it wasn't. And for whatever reason, they were demanding this gear as some sort of a deal for one of his clients.
Oh, okay.
Or
Now-
probably big baddie from the boat.
Now,
I
I'm
don't
not saying that their integrity is of good quality, because I think he's kind of terrifying, but this person, hive mind thing, was called Legion, I believe.
He actually didn't give
It
his
was a-
name. He said, "We are a
Oh,
legion."
Well, this weird legion of foes, it was alluding to us being in more danger if we didn't give him this gear.
Yeah, that's a threat. He's threatening us.
I understand that, but he seemed a bit more neutral compared to some of the other foes we've encountered.
Oh, all right. You know what the weather light is?
I can't say that I do. Is
has
it like a
It has been
searchlight?
mentioned a couple of times.
Yeah. They're
It's a
flying.
sky ship.
The weather light is an airship that was built partially on Shiv, actually, if I remember correctly. Big airship. It's like a normal boat, but up in the sky. When Wrath invaded, they had their own big airship called Predator. Right? It was the Predator?
Yes.
Now, the Predator was shot down and destroyed somewhere around in Urborg. This gear that I have, which has been in my family for generations, and this was supposedly brought my family luck, and is the only thing I have for my family, is apparently the heart gear of the Predator, and the Predator is completely inoperable without it. Which is why I want it, so that I can have an airship. Because, as a shipwright, my goal in life is to build a ship capable of weathering the most deadly storm. Something that could travel anywhere and do anything, the perfect vessel. They want it probably to kill us all. It's very powerful, and I don't intend on letting them have it.
Well, when you put it like that, I can understand your plight. That said, I think that thing isn't expecting an answer, and I'm not sure what to tell it.
Tell it to fuck off.
It's kind of mind-linked with me, Kazran. I don't know if you know this.
Maybe we can talk to Nim in the morning and see if he knows of anything that could block such things.
That'd be good. Maybe a dispel or something.
Or
Yeah.
an item that we could try to acquire that can block mental attacks.
True. I think I'm mainly just nervous because that person seemed extremely confident that whatever plans we had weren't going to work against the beast. And playing devil's advocate, I'm inclined to believe that that's true. We've spent how many days attempting to deal with this thing and have had very minimal results?
Well, it only attacked the one time, and we're still shoring up the defenses. I have some more ideas to put in place, and he doesn't know what I'm fucking capable of.
And I don't think they really know about Nim.
That's true.
He's a bit of a wild card.
They probably don't know much about Radiant either, or Lotula.
Possible. Although, I am still concerned. They seem very out of our league, if that makes sense.
But
Maybe.
also, they're going to use scare tactics. I mean,
Yeah, it was a
of course
threat.
they're going
Of
to
course-
tell us that we have no chance against the beast because they want it.
Yeah.
But what if they're right?
And what if they're wrong?
I'd rather go down trying to protect these people than give them a weapon that could possibly destroy everyone.
Fair. I just don't want to go back in there again.
Sure.
Unfortunately, we kind of need you to tomorrow.
I think we can attempt something different.
you have a better plan than what Nim suggested?
I still think setting a trap would be good.
That would still mean defeating the beast somehow. If Nim can bind it in some way and make it more friend than foe, that gives us another thing against these people.
I fold my arms. And I tap my shoe impatiently.
Look, it's a risk no matter what we do. Because here's the other thing. What could happen is we give them the gear, and then they still fucking kill us anyway.
True.
They don't seem like trustworthy creatures.
No, they're living in a
No.
fucking cave.
And we know things from Wrath.
Fair, fair. I wasn't implying that we were going to give them the gear. I'm nervous, is all. Concerned.
Understandably. You got the thing living in your head. That can't be good.
Yeah, for all I know, it could just eat my skull whole. I'm not used to having someone probe me the way that I probe them,
Huh?
mentally
Well,
speaking.
it's dangerous no matter what. But I honestly think our best bet is find some way to get rid of the beast, and they've lost hopefully their most powerful weapon, and Carrie's home is safe.
Or at the very least, Carrie's home is safe and they're set back.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure once Nim gets to his destination, all hell's gonna break loose for us.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to continue on to Tolarian Academy like we were hoping. Or
I'm just-
shit breaks bad.
Yes. I'm just thinking that maybe because Nim's been with us, that's why they haven't full on come after us.
Maybe we should start taking the longer route for safety next time we travel.
Well, first things first, we need to get whatever it is out of your head. Because otherwise, it doesn't matter what route we take.
Crack his skull open, maybe it'll fall out.
Interest, your ears are so good. How did you hear such a thing?
No, Wintress was just sleep talking.
It's what she normally says about.
She just dreams of bashing.
Yep.
Head, no, just heads in general in.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
You didn't know if I was talking about Max in my sleep. It could have been Kaz.
Yep.
I hope not.
Probably wasn't
Could have been
fast.
Bob from accounting.
Because
Bob
what's going to
McCanning
fall
was
out
murdered, like,
is
27
all the
days ago.
shit that I'm storing for you in the bag of holding if you kill me.
Bob from accounting was already murdered. What, don't speak ill of the dead.
What about Rob from accounting?
Rob
Yep.
from accounting died at the Red Wedding.
Yeah. Look, the accountings have not had a good job.
No.
Good luck. Anyway, you got heading back to bed? At least, you
Yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of my whatever amount of rest I need
No.
still.
Ah.
I only need 4 hours.
Yeah. So you
I'm going back
No.
to not have a level of exhaustion.
Picture Hocus Pocus, the zombie guy when he just falls back into his grave at the end.
Uh-huh. Yep. Anyway, evening will pass. Morning will arrive. What are your 3 plans as everybody's waking up?
I want to build a ballista.
Okay.
I feel like a ballista at that 100-foot range that we determined is where the snake will attack from. A ballista would be very helpful. Definitely have the raw materials. I just need wood and iron mostly, and I have a fuck ton of iron still.
Yeah, so you can be working on a ballista.
Nim, are we going to try to go down and...
Let's try to do what we can. We should be on
Do you
guard. Our guests might be there again.
I can scope out first if you want.
Might be a good idea. Maxwell, you'll have to come along, of course.
Oh, I'm so excited. Couldn't be more thrilled.
Carrie, Wintress, what do you want to do? Looks like Kat's going to be back here working on a ballista.
Big fucking ballista.
I'm asked if anyone wants to jump in the town.
Sure, some kids want to.
I thought
I'm-
you were going to make the ooze jump.
What are you doing? Carrie?
I'm the muscle for Kaz. I carry heavy things.
Okay.
That's
What-
usually my job, is carry heavy things, and look really fucking mean
I'm gonna make this
80% of the time.
kid.
You might be able to get Biff and Cliff to help you
acrobatics.
too.
Can we please?
Whee! What does this kid get plus then? Oh, just jump distance is tripled. Whee!
Oh God.
Thank
You
you,
are giving
Miss
such-
Wintress.
Poor mother, such a heart attack.
My baby!
What I can do? Whee!
Don't
Get
worry,
down
I'm
from
catching
there.
all the jumping children. Maybe.
Whoa!
You're like, I'll catch them? Thump. I'll have caught them?
Jump magic, jump magic.
I'm sure
So-
one of those kids have a broken leg now.
Probably. So,
That's fine.
It builds character.
Claude's
Yeah,
gonna...
they wanted to jump, they jumped.
Oh, also, are you going to touch Claude before we go, Kaz?
Wink.
What? Oh, to make him invisible?
Yeah.
Alright. Bippity boppity invisible.
You got an hour invisibility. You won't have a huge amount of time for when we... It's like half an hour to get to the location. So you'll have
Oh,
some time.
can Nim still do the tree teleport or no?
Oh, yeah, you can do his tree teleport. He was prepared for that. Yeah. So get you there quickly. I forgot. Sorry.
No problem. That's I didn't know if he had to redo any spells for what he's going to do today, so that's why I was
Yes.
asking.
Alright, so he'll get you there very quickly.
I'm
He'll-
Silver Goop.
Yep, he'll start his meditation, and you'll, I'm guessing, head down there.
Yes, I'll go in. I'll go.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Invisibility ends when you cast a spell.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Can you just not cast anything for an hour?
You don't do detect thoughts again.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but that's what he needs it for.
Yeah, like, that doesn't work.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Spell ends for a target that detects or casts a spell. Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoops. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it gets you
So this
down
plan
there.
won't work.
Well, it gets you down there safely, and then
Well, we got down there safely with the flying from Carrion.
She's
and then
not-
well, but yeah, she's not coming, and then all you have to do is just stand there quietly and concentrate, and you'll have me and Nim with you.
You're
All
there
right.
for added protection more than anything
Alright,
else.
that's fine. As long as Nim is there.
You don't have to, like, actually do anything. You just need to be there in case ship breaks bad to cover Claude's ass.
That's fine.
Oh no, he needs to think at it. Nim needs him to think at it.
Yeah, Nim does
Oh.
need him to help think at it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Good luck.
yep.
Thanks.
Good luck indeed. Alright, so, Claude, I assume you will scout things out, as before.
Yes. You want
It
me to
seems...
roll stealth.
Sure.
Ugh.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, You'll head down in there, and of course you'll scout it out. It seems to be in the water area right now.
Okay. I will ooze back up,
Mm-hmm.
and then staying Silverman, but
Yeah.
actually doing form, I'll say it is resting, and no one seems to be down there.
Nim's already started meditating. You know, as I said, it'll take him
Oh,
like
I'm letting Max know. I'm gonna ooze on to Max.
Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
It's like giving you a big hug.
Ugh.
It was fine when we did it with the orcs earlier.
Hey, now you're a silver skeleton.
Oh, goody.
After a good bit of while, like kind of hanging around, Nim will kind of get up. What I can attempt might work, but I don't know how much it will. I might need more than just Maxwell's assistance to work on it. It seems to channel, at very least I can tell, green and black mana into its essence.
Radiant.
Perhaps her assistance might be useful in this case. She is a being of energy. A creature comprised physically of manifested mana in a way. It might be helpful to her, and she does channel one of those energies very efficiently.
I could slosh back there if you need me to. And have her fly me back.
Sloshing is good.
If we plan on taking the long route back, I could send you back now.
The only thing is that cuts off if we do need a quick escape. Of course, if I take the long way back now, your invisibility is going to wear off before I get back, most likely Max.
I don't think it would be prudent for him to be invisible anyway. I'm going to be quite visible, and he's going to be right next to me. So if something would happen to me, it might happen to him.
'Tis fair. All the more reason why I'd rather fly. But you know, that's okay.
I think if we give up on the invisibility and you go back and get Radiant, and you bring her back, the two of you, we could attempt this.
Well, I will.
4 of us? Sign me up. The more the better.
I will double slosh my way back.
Okay.
Because I'm actually quicker in this form than I am in
Yes.
normal Claude form anyway.
Yes.
Moving.
Alright, Oh, Claude, what is it you require?
Nim asks if you could help. Apparently, the creature is comprised of black and green mana. He thinks your expertise in black mana may be useful.
I understand. I don't mean to be insulting, but it's really strange and kind of grating when you speak in this form.
Oh, I agree. It's scary.
You're not there!
Oh, never mind.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, but I can only transform so many times in the day.
Yes, yes, understandable.
I will be quiet on the way back.
Alright. So, the two of you will then head back, and before you head down there, why don't we take our second break? We can
God,
see-
we're going to hold out with one more person!
Oh my
Going in
Again!
the fucking hole.
whole
You
adventure.
just
Every
the whole adventure.
time!
Anyway, snack, drink, bathroom break if you need it. Be back in a little bit, people. Hey, welcome back, everyone, for our last bit of the show. All right. Radiant and Claude return to meet up with Nim and Maxwell. So, the plan is this. You're all going to go down there and try to basically use Maxwell's powers to connect with its mind and negotiate peace with this thing. Mm-hmm.
With Maxwell's mental powers combined.
Excellent.
So, Maxwell, everybody heads down. How you feeling, Maxwell?
I'm ready to probe this thing to get on with the story. Because we've been here for 4 episodes.
Now. 3 episodes of going down the hole. You just
Max, wait. You go down the hole for Max to probe it?
It's rough.
Alright, Max. Ease the probing it. Let me just roll something here. Okay.
Yeah, I was specifically waiting till I had more party members so I wouldn't get shanked if I did it wrong.
So as you arrive in the room with the water, it kind of bursts out with the water, kind of hissing angrily as it's coming to, like, attack you. And then, you activate its probing as whatever Nim and Radiant are attempting to do is happening. So, Maxwell, there's thousands of, not thousands, there's a large number of voices once again in your head as you attempt to, like, probe deeper into it and maybe connect up with something. And there seems to be one voice at the center of this all. A quiet voice. Please,
What's it saying?
It's just leave, please.
But you were the probinator.
We can't leave.
Why?
This is the creature speaking?
This seems to be a voice within it. Like, a quiet voice as you probe deeper. This is the voice you're hearing.
Because you're causing harm to our friends and family.
I mean nothing.
What did it say?
I mean nothing. I know nothing of family or friends.
Surely you must know of this town.
Of towns?
The town with the demon folk?
No. I live here, in the dark, alone with the voices. So many voices.
What are you exactly?
I don't know anymore.
What would you say your physical form is?
I don't know. I am what I am.
Would you say you're a giant serpent?
If I understood what that meant, perhaps.
If I talk to someone, does that ruin the mind link?
Not necessarily, but kind of like everyone else is concentrating, kind of doing their thing. It's sort of like what's happened is that you've cast a spell, and then Nim and Radiant are doing something. So it's sort of like this is maybe like a added effect of you're actually like not only are you reading deep, you're communicating deep with like a deep mind within the hive.
I'm just chilling on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Would you... Let me ask this. Do you just simply seek to eat?
All the voices always demand the hunger, the need, and then the sleep. Quiet for so long, and then hunger again. It just keeps repeating.
If you're going to eat, can you at least leave the innocent people of the village out of this?
I do not know
Or at least-
what a village is. I do not understand these things.
It's a place where many people gather.
What are people?
People are like me.
I do not see you. I only
True,
hear
but
you.
you understand me.
So those that could speak with me are people?
Well, not quite. People have the ability to do that, but I'm a special case. And there's very few other special cases out there.
I don't
But they're similar to
understand.
myself, minus the magic.
I don't understand.
People have 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, 2 eyes, a nose, 2 ears, mouth, and the capacity to care.
I understand some of that. A mouth. As you're pretty sure, like in your real world, as you're kind of like seeing the things like mouth mauls open like a huge yawn almost, you know, of like the kind of like weird mouth that it has,
Yeah.
kind of screeching loudly.
Yikes. A mouth, similar to how you just opened yours.
Did I?
You did.
Oh.
You- People eat too. People also get hungry.
So hungry. No matter how much I eat, I'm always hungry again. It never seems enough. But then I get sleepy. I'm missing.
Who do you miss?
There was one who was nice to me. Long, long ago. I think I was different. I don't know.
Was it one of these humans I'm describing?
No. It's strange. It didn't speak to me. I don't know if I could speak. And I was alone.
How did you feel when you were alone?
I was me. Or was I me? I don't know. Then the great shiny beast flew down. He took pity on me, gave me something special. He made me special. Yeah. He did.
Special how?
I remember its name. His name. It's all I remember. Chromium.
Chromium?
Chromium.
Chromia.
I'll put it in the spelling in chat.
Okay.
Yay.
Chromium.
Chromium?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard it at first.
hmm
Chromium, you say? Sounds like this name really mattered to you.
He was so big, and I was so small. And then Then he left, and I slept. And when I woke, I was alone with the voices and the hunger. Even now, the hunger is telling me to eat. It's so hard not to listen to them, yelling and screaming, yelling and screaming. I just want to eat and end them, end the screaming, and then sleep again.
Do you think there's any other way to stop the screaming? Aside from eating?
I don't know.
I can't physically see this thing, you said, right? I can only hear it.
You can see the creature, but it's sort of like everything in the real world is almost kind of muted for a second. Like, you know, so you can kind of see what's going on in the real world, but you're almost like stuck deep in its mind.
I have a question. How does modify memory work on a monster? Will it get mad if I do that?
If it recognizes it.
So I have to battle it in a roll, essentially.
Theoretically, what do you want to do? So it gets a saving throw.
Should I attempt to do anything for this party?
You could try it.
You don't know what's going on in your head.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty fucking sick either way, bro. Good shit. Hope that helps.
That really doesn't, but... what if... Hold on. What does the suggestion spell do in compulsion? Or is compulsion just like a stronger version of that?
Compulsion's like a stronger version.
The modify memory would be stronger than suggestion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to try modify memory for something.
Okay.
Well, what do you want it to do?
I want it to go into like an eternal sleep to silence the voices. Or maybe like I can make it think that the voices want sleep instead of eating.
You might have to battle the voices on that one.
It's a lot of rolls.
So what you have to do first is you have to access its mind with the modify memory, which means it has to make a save. And if it fails, it becomes charmed by you and then incapacitated, unaware of its surrounding, though it can still hear you.
Oh, it gets incapped if it fails?
Yep.
Damn, that's good.
Until someone would, like, attack it or something. That would break it out.
I guess I'll go for it.
Okay.
I want something interesting to happen.
Oh, okay. You probe into it, and what do you want to do then?
I want to modify its memory to make it strongly think that all the voices are screaming sleep forever instead of eat. Am I allowed to do that or no?
It's not that spell.
Probably.
The spell's not powerful enough to do that. You could try to get it to sleep with this, and might see if it would work.
I either want it to sleep forever or just like eat something poisonous to it, you know?
Or just make it decide that people ain't food.
But it doesn't understand what people are, which is the problem.
Yes, it has
Then
no concept of what people are.
Make it know what a concept of person is.
I was just saying, can you modify its memory to know what a person is?
Can I do that?
How do you explain the philosophical concept of personhood?
Yeah,
a snake.
That's a tough thing.
You hold up a naked chicken and say, "Behold a man."
Yeah, we could just go for the Plato's featherless biped. Hope that Diogenes doesn't roll up.
Damn it. Diogenes, my only weakness.
What's our alternative if
You-
this isn't viable?
You have to make a choice about what you want. You basically could do one modification if you want, I'll say. You have to figure out what modification you want to do, and I can tell you the results. Because now I understand
Okay.
how it kind of works and how the results would be.
Party chat, because this could be our way to win this without fighting it. What's the consensus? Do we try to make it understand what a person is and then try to reason with it that what it's doing is unethical?
The problem, the only problem is, even if it doesn't eat the people, it's still eating all the food sources around.
What if we modify its memory to have it decide this is no longer a viable hunting ground?
But then it'll terrorize somewhere else.
That's their problem.
What the fuck? What if we encounter it later?
We won't.
Are you sure?
No.
Then maybe we'll be powerful enough to kill it then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll have newer lungs.
What do
What are you gonna breathe it to death?
Yeah. I can. It gives me a spell when I have new lungs.
Uh-huh.
Wintress, what do you think? Lindsay?
The quietness of Lindsay.
It's a poo-poo head.
And we jump it. We jump the fucker.
All right. Well, I guess we can try that.
Have it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, if we convince it it's not a viable hunting ground, we are effectively just shunting the problem off to someone else.
And it might come back to haunt us.
It might eventually come back to haunt us.
Send it to Herborg.
We can send it to
We
her.
gotta go there eventually.
Yeah,
Send it to Shiv. The dragons will eat it.
the dragons would eat it.
Ooh. Wait, can I send it to that one giant dragon in the flaming cauldron thing?
The heart of the mountain?
The heart of the mountain.
Hey, Heart of the Mountain, we're sending you a sacrifice. It's a giant fucking snake.
We're sorry our employer tried to fuck your daughter.
I think
Robbery of heart of the volcano.
No?
I had another idea and I lost it. Fuck.
I don't think that's the answer.
We could.
It's like one wish
How
out
do
of a
you
genie
know?
lamp.
There's the wish spell. It is,
I
however, a
don't
9th level spell.
Yeah, we ain't getting
Yeah.
that.
I don't get 9th level spell slots.
I could. Well, no, I couldn't. I don't think.
No,
because
you
I'm
don't.
Barbarian.
I can't because I'm multi-classing.
Same.
I like the idea of recruiting the serpent to our group.
Yeah, what if you change the serpent's mind into cool with us and we'll just party?
Cool with us and just party. The problem is the problem still is going to be it's going to still have the voices.
Can you change it? Can you change its memory to not listen to the voices? To just like.
What if I change its memory to listen to us instead of the voices, or say that we're the voices in your head?
No,
No?
because we'll eventually leave, and then. Also, we're not in its head.
Right, but
Well,
what if I say
we
the
have an
voices
idea that the
change
voices
to
are probably
us?
those worm things that's been burrowing into it.
Yeah, it's weird pseudo teeth worm thing.
Maybe try to convince it that we could remove them.
We need to convince it.
This is hard.
This is fucking horde.
It's like a puzzle in and of itself because this can like just guarantee us like the victory. I think.
That's the thing is your decision could make a huge effect on here, and that's the problem. You know, you've been given a little bit of information about how this thing works, and the way I talked to you about it, and the information you were able to glean. Now
Should I
you
say
can
that I'm
modify memory.
Chromius?
What if we
You could
change
try
it?
that if you wanted to. You could try anything you wanted.
Yeah, because that's like the most hard piece of evidence we have.
What?
well, the name, because it was saying it was friends with like someone called Chromius, you know?
Chromium, yeah.
Or
Chromium.
yeah, before it turned into this.
What if we convince it to be a guardian rather than a predator? Set it up to guard the area from outside threats rather than preying on it. You know, make it protect its hunting grounds. Just change. It's still a predator, but change its predatory instinct so that it's more guarding a territory rather than hunting inside of it. It would still get a food supply from external threats, so it could still eat, and it wouldn't cause any trouble to people living inside.
Hopefully that won't hurt trade routes or anything.
Well, it'll only be awake for like another month and a half, probably, before it sleeps for another few hundred years.
Yeah.
There's some good
We can try that.
suggestions. There's some good suggestions. Which one you want to try?
What's the consensus? What do we want to do as a party? Because
I'm
I will
going to
do
give you
that.
one hint here, and there's only one hint.
Okay.
Check about how much you can modify with modified memory.
That's a thank you. I appreciate that.
Good
That's a-
hint.
It is 10 minutes of memory over the last 24 hours, which means it has to be one powerful memory to affect it.
Oh, 24 hours. Fuck.
And it's only 10 minutes of memory that you can actually alter. It will remember everything else, but you're adding an alteration into its memory. Meaning meaning for it to work, whatever you want to do. I'm just giving you a suggestion because this is like how the spell works. You have to do
Okay.
something that would fit within its memory. You had some suggestions here that could work, and some other ones that probably won't work. Like that last one you were working on, I'm going to say probably wouldn't work because you're trying to alter its entire intrinsic behavior using 10
Right.
minutes of memory.
Okay.
We're trying to pull an Inception.
Yes.
So I know one thing that did happen.
Some
were
of the other ones, suggestions could or could not work. You've had a couple of good ones that are good, definitely.
Okay, so party. Were they those two freaky doppelgangers? Were they talking to the snake itself?
They were trying to control it somehow, but not actually talking verbally.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you think we can use them as like, because that happened like within the last 24 hours?
I would. Well, we can make them think they're trying to hurt him,
yeah.
and they would attack him, but that doesn't also solve anything with.
Well, it gets rid of some threat.
Yeah.
Either it kills them, that threat's gone, or they kill it, and that threat's gone.
The only other thing I would push for would be trying to convince it that we could help it get rid of the voices by taking the things out.
Or convince it that those other two are what's keeping it from sleeping again.
Yeah.
I think the train of thought with dealing with the other two with this thing is probably a good idea, because that does help deal with another threat one way or another.
I'm going to give you also a hint that Joe had gotten for this one. Joe heard that it attacked them before and they just left. So if it attacks them again, they're probably just going to leave. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That's something that you heard, so, like, that's definitely not a good train of thought because Joe heard that one. If we're
Yeah.
If
consulting
we could
everybody.
convince it that we could help it to let us try to help it and get rid of the things that's burrowing into its mouth, and we can actually do it, then it could sleep. It wouldn't have all the voices yelling at it all the time.
You permanently eliminate all memory of the event. Allow the target to recall the event with perfect clarity and exact detail. Change its memory of the details of the event, or create a memory of some other event.
Yeah.
Or we could create a memory.
We could create a memory. I genuinely don't know what to do. I'd like
Yeah,
to know what
that's
Cynthia and Mats are thinking, because they've been quiet for a while. And this is kind of like a team thing.
Head empty.
What?
I said head empty.
Head empty.
I have no thoughts. My entire thought is, fun.
Fish, I'm gonna let you decide this.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't want to fuck things up.
But I don't want to fuck things up either.
I don't know, dude. It's between you, me, and Joe, because like the other two are.
I really think something around letting us help
it. Yeah.
is our best bet. If we can convince it to let us try to pull these things out,
Okay.
that we're here to help get rid of the voices and
Okay, I'm gonna give you this because you read its mind. They're all interconnected. If you start killing those minds, you will probably piss about the crap off because it is technically
shit.
a hive mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
they aren't parasites. They're a part of it.
My favorite idea is still the whole dealing with changing its predatory instincts.
But
deal
that's
with, like,
way too deep.
That's way too
That is-
deep for that.
yeah.
There have been a couple simple answers you have said. You've gone from a couple early on simple answers to much more complex answers, and I'm like, these won't work with the
We need to
spell.
go back. The problem is, I don't fucking remember our simple answers.
I just wanted it to sleep forever.
How
That's
about
all I wanted.
How about a false memory of where that Chromium visited and is asking him to meet him somewhere?
What about a false memory that it ate a bunch?
I'm gonna take the wheel. I modify its memory so that it wants to sleep forever.
Yeah, that would work.
Easy. That's
Okay.
all I wanted.
Okay.
That it remembers that it ate enough to sleep forever.
The last 10 minutes.
No, the last 24 hours. 10 minutes out of the last 24 hours.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes to try to get it to go to sleep.
Yeah, chill.
Okay,
That's all I got, dude.
yeah,
It might be as hard as changing his predatory instinct.
yeah, I have to figure
Just
out
that
how...
it ate enough to go back to sleep.
There's no way you can get it to go to sleep forever. That's the thing. Is you don't know how to do that. And it just thinking that will not make it do it. It's like one of
Not
us
forever.
thinking... Yeah, it's like
But
one of us
back
thinking...
to its hibernation.
Yeah.
Enough to make it go back to hibernation is maybe more feasible.
Yes.
And then we'll all be dead by the time it wakes up again, so it's not our problem.
But we
Sure.
don't know how long it hibernates for.
Generations at least, if it became legend before, you know?
Yes.
Hmm.
Matt's just like, oh, these dweebs.
You
These
had
idiots.
such a good suggestion in the middle there that you then walked away from right away is the
Oh,
problem.
fuck. Well, God, who, is anyone writing down our fucking suggestions? 'Cause
The
we had
one who
no-
gave the suggestion was
No.
Lee.
It was me?
Yes.
All right, Lee, what are all your ideas?
I know he said something about with Chromium.
Say I was Chromium. That was one of the ones I said.
Yeah. That's an incredibly simple memory.
Literally, I
Yeah.
was trying to say this. It's been less than 10 minutes. Modify his memory, say, hey, I was Chromium. Stop fucking attacking village.
Oh, okay. Mads, you should know. You were like roboting super hard. We could
Yeah, we
not
couldn't
know what you were saying.
understand you.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I am Chromium. Stop
There-
attacking the village. Am I allowed?
Well, you can say I am Chromium. The stop
I
attacking
am-
a village it probably doesn't understand because it doesn't understand these concepts.
Okay.
But like, to those of you who are there, all of a sudden it's going to calm down and it's going to make this strange purring noise.
I should have just stuck with my gut.
Yeah, that's the easiest memory. It's like Chromium was like my like a father figure, like a master to it, and you're like, I'm Chromium, totally.
Yeah, and you were like you gave me like the specific info for that, so I'm just like, man, why didn't I just like say
As
that?
soon as you said that, I'm like, oh my god, that's the best answer you could give. And then you're like, we're gonna go into these incredibly complex answers
I'm
that don't
sorry
work.
for attempting to modify its instinctual needs.
No,
I am a reptile enthusiast, and that's just how my brain works.
it's a good idea. I think it would just be better if the spell were stronger, but it isn't. So like, we have to like work within the confines of that.
Yes.
I'm understanding that. Right?
Yes.
Something
Yeah.
else.
Yes.
We need a way powerful spell.
Yeah. All right. What do you want to do now, Chromium?
Let me just update my character sheet and.
Name change to Chromium?
Chromium Light.
I walk up to the creature and examine it further.
All right. You can notice that like all like the things inside its mouth are kind of like bristling in and out, like as it kind of there's this kind of weird cooing, as if they're almost like in sync with each other.
How long does modify memory last?
Technically forever.
You modified its memory.
Yeah, you successfully modified his memory. Actually, wait. The technical duration is only up to 1 minute, but the thing is, after that point in time, the memory can't, unless something fights the memory, it can't be like gone against at that point in time. Like, I think the way it says it here, otherwise the modified memories take hold when the spell ends. So after a minute, the memories take hold. So you have to kind of hold it for a minute. Yeah. And then it's, unless there's very powerful magic put on it, it doesn't get rid of it.
Gentlemen, what do we do?
Well,
Whatever the
back.
hell you did, Maxwell, seems to have done a decent job at calming it down.
Can you see if it has green mana?
what did
I mean,
you...
yes, but I don't know what to do with it now. This thing is quite alien.
Well, alien or not, it's friendly for an undetermined amount of time.
I spilled cake. Cocktail
You
sauce
convinced
all
it
over the floor.
You can convince it to sleep.
I could try to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Is it listening?
You don't even know if it understands any language.
Can I go back into its mind without consequence?
Probably not at this point in time.
Well,
Maybe you should try to calm it.
Handle animal.
Handle animal?
man,
Oh no, animal handling's gonna be bad.
one of those Maxwell episodes, apparently.
Wait.
I'll give you advantage on this one. So roll again.
So roll again. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to make a suggestion before you rolled.
Uh-huh.
The dungeon master told me animal handling, and I did it. Okay.
I was going to say I could turn into that thing that can give you a modification to your wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
What if I played Bardic Inspiration?
You can bardic inspiration yourself. You can roll
Right,
that.
so that's plus a D8.
Yes, we can say you
I
set
am
it up ahead
drop
of time.
down on his head and give him any bonuses to wisdom. I turn you into the livid.
Did I do
That's
that
an
right?
18.
Not anything more than he already got.
Okay.
An 18. Alright.
We take those.
You think you got it to calm down in a way. You're not quite sure how to handle this thing, but it seems to like you after you've modified its memory. You're not sure. Like, you can put your hand on it and kind of give it like a horrible mouth orifice scritch.
No, you know what's funny? Thinking back now, we should have had you convince it that Nim was chromium.
Mhm.
Too late.
Too late.
Alright, I'm gonna pull a Zelda and play the Song of Healing for this thing.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
I don't know if that does anything, but
just to soothe it.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
very soothing towards it, and it seems to enjoy what you do. You can eventually seemingly calm it down, and it will seemingly go to rest. It'll crawl off to another area, where it will actually, with your behest, burrow into the ground, into what looks to be like a kind of nest area, and kind of bury itself with rock and dirt, and go to sleep.
so what's the plan now?
Well, I'm unsure if our friends can wake it without being violent, and I don't think violence is what they want. So I think we've done a good job of keeping it out of anybody's hands until it wakes up again.
However
Also, we
long
should
that may be.
leave before we disturb it and piss it off. What the hell did you tell it?
I told him that I'm chromium.
He probably has some. You did what?
So it was mentioning an old friend within its memories that it talked to. It was its master, and it said that its master was chromium. I told the creature that I was them by modifying its memory, and it just curled up like a kitten.
Oh, wonderful. Well, if something was able to read its mind, you may have just caused inadvertently a very big problem for yourself, though. Chromium should be dead.
What makes you say that?
Chromium?
One of the dragons which shaped this world. If you've ever read a history book, which I don't know if any of you have, there was a time period long, long ago, thousands and thousands of years, known as the Elder Dragon Wars, where a series of very powerful dragons battled to the death and ravaged the entire lands. Entire civilizations were destroyed. The Chromium was one of them.
You're telling me chromium was a giant dragon?
Well, it had also a unique ability to assume the size of man and its form. It said chromium survived after the war, and eventually died, no one knows how, but appeared a couple of times in history after that, one of the few of the elders to survive the war. But the thing is, no one knows when chromium died, meaning you've just announced to any kind of world of anything that could read that chromium is still alive, and you are it.
Well, it's not going to remember that, is it?
Yes, it will. You just modified its memory to do that, and I'm not sure.
What if I unmodify its memory?
Can we connect with it and get through its mind? We were weakening its boundaries of its mind.
I don't think its mind was very stable to begin with, if I'm being completely honest.
No, I don't think it was either. I'm just saying, there's a little bit of a problem here if something does read it, like those people there, who may or may not see chromium, an powerful ancient super dragon, as a threat to them. And now they believe Maxwell the skeleton may or may not be this chromium in disguise.
Okay, alright, let's go back to the thing.
No, let's get out of here and hope no one can ever read its mind the way you can.
At least not for the foreseeable future.
Yes. Wait, didn't you say you had a connection with someone?
I did.
Perhaps we should try not to piss that one off, who may be able to actually read minds similar to you.
The problem with that
God.
is that they're going to be pissed off regardless, because a certain goblin is very possessive of a certain gear that he has.
Let's go back to the village and worry about the second way we cannot get killed today.
Okay.
Maybe,
I mean, alright. I was focusing on the giant serpent monster first, because that's a bigger threat.
No.
May
What?
I make a suggestion?
Yes.
There most likely will be back here at some point. Maybe we try to figure out some way to spring a trap on them?
Also a good idea.
Yes, but I'm worried about disturbing the thing's sleep again. We don't know how deep it's asleep or what would disturb it.
True.
Maybe we should
Also,
get out of this room.
I'm going to go up there, and I'm going to use all of my most powerful spells to seal off an entrance, at least temporarily. It won't be much, but it might be a little bit for a while.
Let's get out of here.
Let's see. How much can he seal off? That's not the one I want to do, probably.
And warn the village not to come this way.
Oh, so it just becomes permanent. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, Nim's gonna cast a lot of walls of stone and basically create, like, it's not gonna be much, but, like, a freaking, or at least start to create, like, a 6-inch blockage over the top of the entire thing.
Better than nothing, and it stops people from accidentally coming into it.
Mm-hmm. He'll be like, I can come back tomorrow and use more of these, and hopefully we can seal it up more. Maybe I can get Wintress and Hang's help to just create something that'll seal over top of this.
Yes.
Might take a few days, but we could probably come up with something that wouldn't be broken very easily.
May I make a second suggestion on that?
Sure.
Maybe once you and them can cap it, could you make growth of vegetation over top? So it doesn't look like just a stone.
I'm very good at creating, like, bushes and vines. If we're talking about trees and stuff, that's a little bit
Bushes
more...
and vines would even be fine. I mean, just something to cover over top.
guess I
so it's
could.
not as obvious.
We'd have to throw some dirt on top of it, but sure.
Just extra precautions so no one goes snooping of, hey, what's this, why is, what's
I
this
mean, there is a
weird-
gigantic circular shape in a hill that we're not going to really be able to hide very easily.
No, but people aren't just going to randomly start digging in a hill for no reason. But
Yes,
if they
yes.
see,
I understand. Let's get out of here. I'm having a stressful day now, and I'm a little worried because I even wouldn't be crazy enough to claim myself an Elder Dragon. Those things are scary if you ever read the history books. You know, like a single creature could destroy entire civilizations on just a swipe of its claw. You think normal
How was I
dragons are awful? Well, no. Hopefully, because that thing is relatively stupid and filled with lots of conflicting minds, maybe we'll get lucky and no one will probe into it and find out what you did.
Hopefully.
Anyway, let's go home.
It's been a long day.
Yes! As you head back to the village to deal with problem number 2, because problem number 1 is solved? Might have created a problem down the line.
let's get some rest, Crow Man.
Yeah.
We told a snake that God is alive.
Yes! It's effectively its god. You told it was alive, and if someone reads its sort of hive mind, it might be able to tell that it thinks its god is alive.
And is just chilling around here.
Yeah.
In a skeletal form.
Well, he was...
Hogger.
Yeah.
Still, a person's easier to deal with than that thing.
I mean,
Assuming they're not level 20.
assuming that they're not also an Elder Dragon. That you don't know if all of them are dead. Some of them might be out there still looking for them. Most of them died.
Maybe
Or
Chromium
just
is
because-
alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just because people think Chromium's dead, maybe he's not, and he comes back and he goes, "Hey, you're impersonating me."
I mean,
I'm gonna sue you for identity fraud.
technically
Uh-oh.
speaking, there is one that's known alive, but none of you would know about it, you know, and one that's half alive, technically.
What about that, the Heart of the Mountain? Doesn't he count?
He is not.
No, he's not an Elder
Elder
he is
Dragon.
just an old, like, basic normal dragon.
What about that one we saw in the desert?
That is
He was
Elder
just a
Landlord.
fucking cool ass dude.
Yeah,
That one's not a dragon?
Old.
he's a type of dragon, but like a lesser dragon.
Yeah,
He's
and
like a bro.
He's not. They're not elder dragons.
Technically,
my
the one in the
God.
desert was a worm, not a dragon.
Yeah, it was a worm.
Like, if you want to ask Nim about Elder Dragons, he'll give you the basic spiel that legend says that the primeval, the Dragon, the primeval avatar, the primeval essence of all dragon kind, in all of existence, basically spat out numbers of, like, its own spawn to be the first dragons upon the worlds, and they were the elders. And from there, the lesser dragons came.
Hmm.
So basically, it's sort of like, you know, what's a good comparison?
Chromium, white, blue, and black.
Yeah. It's like saying you have, you know, in comparison, like the normal, like kind of like Sarah, who's considered a goddess, the angels, and then people. The angels are much more powerful than the people, right? The
Yeah.
people are like the normal dragons. The angels are like the elder dragons. That's a good power comparison. Anyway, so we'll end it here. Where this may or may not cause trouble down the line. AKA, if I want to bring it up later, I have the option.
We've committed heresy.
I have something.
I do that every day, motherfucker.
Woo!
That's why you were goading me into doing that.
No, because it was a really great idea. Technically, that was actually the best idea to put it to sleep.
Fair.
You know,
Otherwise, we probably would have had to fight it, maybe?
it would have been much more difficult any of the other ways. Possible to take care of it, but it would have probably gone a lot differently taking care of it. This way was like, you basically convinced it, I'm your father figure, calm the fuck down, and it was like, you know.
It's like, alright, good night.
Big
Did
challenge.
you see the video of my kids?
I did. It was very cute.
Kitty.
At least you didn't tell her you were Nicholas Bolus.
Yeah, he's a dick, and also still alive, and also imprisoned by his ghost brother.
Ugin.
Yeah.
He's in a sword in a different plane.
He is in a demi plane that is technically connected to Dominaria, but still not actually easy to reach, because probably Ugin wouldn't allow people to show up and be like, hey, what's up? How are you and your bro doing? Trapped here for all eternity. Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to help us, like,
Yeah.
fight and
You
shit?
want to fight some stuff and shit? And he's like, no, I'm a dragon and also a ghost. Fuck you.
I'm a goblin and not a ghost. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Stop
I'm-
gobbling that
I'm an
joke.
ultra powerful ghost dragon that's also a planeswalker that, you know, still has its spark when Nicol Bolas has lost his, so he's just an elder dragon now, which is still a squash.
I have a gun, so.
Pink.
Nicol Bolas, the Elder Dragon versus
Nickelback is in here?
Yeah, Nickelback.
Jack Bolus.
Anyway, let's do
Okay,
outros.
that's literally all I can think of.
Mads, say some stuff about outros before we get more distracted by Nickelback.
Hey, Nickelback is a decent band. I wouldn't say good. I wouldn't say bad.
Adequate.
But I like some of their music. So you know, that's the thing. Also, hi, I'm here.
Fish?
Hi, everybody. I'm Fish Harlan. This week you can find me being burned at the stake for sacrilege.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna
Oh my
happen.
god.
Lee?
I called the Pope dumb. I don't know what to say.
Uh-huh.
Hey guys, I'm just Lee Belmont. I also stream on Twitch. I speedrun games. Currently trying to learn Paper Mario. Bought a Wii U just to do that as well, so... Yeah.
Sweet.
You.
Joe.
Exactly.
I'm Joe. You'll find me here on Kansas's channel on Thursdays and Saturdays now,
Yep.
until something else comes up.
Definitely.
See everyone for discussing tabletop. Till then, listen to some Nickelback Bolus.
I just want someone to do fan art of Nicol Bolas as, like, you know, in like a Nickelback outfit, you know, just like a bad disguise. It is just Nickelback Bolas. It has to be a thing now.
Nickelback to the future.
Matt, Lindsay, God. Is Lindsay still here? Or is she distracted by Kitty?
I'm a poo-poo head.
No.
I don't think she's here.
I think she wandered off and distracted by Kitty. So myself, Ted's now Van Dracovin. You can find me here most days. It was unfortunate that Wintress didn't have a lot to do today. This ended up being a Maxwell episode, it turns out. I didn't even expect it to, and it did! But if you're looking forward to more stuff, as Joe said, discussing Tabletop Saturday at 2 p.m. EST. If you're looking for more RPGs, at 1 p.m. on Monday is Records of Evil. That's a Lawful Evil D&D game set in modern-day Faerun. On Tuesdays at 2 p.m. is Legacies of Kain, which is a Vampire the Masquerade game. Very fun there, too. And, of course, this game every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Any other streams that I might have over the course of the week, I'll announce them on Discord and Twitter, either right before I'm going live, or if I have an idea of when I'm doing it ahead of time. Depends on if I actually am planning ahead of time for something, because I never know if that's going to happen. If I'm good at that,
And also, we probably are not having the game next week.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
I'm for sure going to be busy.
Yeah. If we get enough people busy,
Or
then I'm gonna...
hosting Thanksgiving.
See, like, for me, I'm gonna be at home, because I'm not traveling. So, you're hosting, so you're probably not free. So, most likely not gonna have the game next Thursday, because of American Thanksgiving. For most of you probably in America would know about that. But for our international audience, yes, American Thanksgiving. I will have a formal announcement when I know more about everybody's schedules and stuff, you know, because I'll be here in existence, so maybe I'll stream something in replacement. As I said, I'm staying home and eating at home. Family's planning something, so. Anyway, hope everybody has a great Thursday, rest of your night, great rest of your week, and has a good time. And until the next time, whether probably 2 weeks from now, most likely, see you then. Goodbye, everybody. Farewell.
Oh.